Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. We used to say that. Was it a DX? DX, bro. My man name. Road Dogg Jesse James.
Road Dogg Jesse James.
Welcome to the Most Unknown Podcast. Roy is here. Roy is absent. It's his birthday, so salute to the bro. Happy birthday, my guy. Celebrate, live it up, enjoy, the big 30. Ooh, wow. It's kind of scary. 37.
Yeah, niggas is 40, bro.
Wow.
It's crazy we getting close to that line with
the
niggas said, niggas said, you say 30's the new 20. Well, you 30, you 40, so who's 20? We get close to that. We can't even say that shit no more. That's crazy.
I feel like 40 is not what it used to be. Maybe because I'm about to be 40, so I'm saying that. But like back in the day when I see somebody that was 40, they looked like they've been through it all. Like,
I still don't believe we the new adults.
Yeah,
it's no way. Like, it's no way adults was doing this.
They said James Evans in the Good Times was like 40.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, it's impossible.
But that's how 40-year-old.
I hang out with 40-year-old.
No way
they don't look like that.
It's no way they was like, yo, maybe they was, and we just ain't know. But I can't.
It's like, come on, bro. It doesn't make any sense.
But
the Golden Girls was like 45, bro.
That's how it sounded like it looked back in the day.
Bro, the Golden Girls was like 45.
I mean, we got modern medicine and shit. Though.
50 years old in that show.
Came a long way, though. They
Clearly.
got facial products and, you know what I'm saying, different. I don't know.
Yeah. It's a lot of things that's been going on that we can kind of touch on. Pause. Can we start with, maybe we can start with Trump bringing back segregation? Nobody's alarmed by that? That's cool. You're trying to roll back segregation, bro.
I'm big on not saying I don't want to talk about shit because I hate because it's like we got to talk about it, but it's like I don't think it's not a threat, but it's like, bro, like I'm just tired of but it has to happen. Like I keep saying, he's going to do something that he can't undo, and that's when everybody is going to revolt. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, so he has to keep pushing the button. So I'm with it because I'm like, okay, go a step further. Now go a step further because eventually he's going to cross that line where, and he's already kind of started it because the whites got to be the ones appalled for real. They got to be the ones that have a problem with it for shit to really change. You know what I'm saying? So like keep he just has to. It's going to get a lot worse before it gets better, but yeah, dog. Like,
I want to know the details of what exactly this means because he said he lifted the ban on
for government though.
Just for government.
That's what I read. It was it had to do within the government.
But why is that important, bro? Why is that necessary? Like, what is the purpose?
You got to watch ESPN on the color TV now.
What is the purpose of like that? Like, maybe I gotta do more research.
First of all, I live in PG County. You're not hurting my feelings. Cause this shit segregated enough as it is. Like,
then I seen people on TikTok who like taking it to the extreme, like he's trying to like bring back Jim Crow segregation, and it's kind of like, bro, and they was championing it, like, yo, yeah, do it. And I'm thinking, like, bro, like, are you sure that's what you want, bro?
I mean, you see in the last days when he was in office, the last time where I kept saying that's what made me scared when you had motherfuckers like driving down to the Capitol with these Confederate cars and skull and crossbones. Like, right, the shit was like a scene off Mad Max, and like that was really starting to happen. I'm like, yo, we kind of getting close to a race war here. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm asking. Like the dude. I'm on TikTok and I'm seeing people talk. I'm just looking through the video, seeing people talking about it, and
they'll
like
smoke our boots in the race war.
They like
smoke cook our shit.
They happy like, yo, let's do it. And I'm like, yo, are you sure? Do you understand what that means, bro? You don't have the infrastructure to be like even outside of the race war, like. Black people in this country don't have the infrastructure to survive without
100%.
white industries, bro.
That's why I say we'll get smoked.
You're cooked, bro.
They'll cut our supplies off, and then it'll really get bad.
You're cooked, bro. Like literally, you're cooked. You can't. I don't know how to make no clothes. I don't know how to cook no produce food, grow food. Like I don't know how to. I don't have those skills no more.
Nah, you right. You're
cooked.
But hopefully it
don't make your own nothing. Like.
I think the best thing we got to get him out of here
doesn't make any sense.
Is that government shit. Like I think you seeing the peaceful shit now, like these little protests or whatever. But eventually that gets ratcheted up, and that doesn't become enough. And people, and I keep telling y'all, and mark my words, because it's coming, Marcus, and I know you see this because I you look at me a little funny every time I say it, or people giggle, but like I'm telling you, The third Batman movie is coming alive in front
can
of
see
you.
it.
Minus Bane. Like, I'm not saying there's going to be a mass nigga that's doing all that, but you eliminating the middle class, and then, like, these people are still hanging on to a thread because they're expecting you to come and say psych. They still think something's going to change. They're expecting people to save them. The more this goes on and they see that they really fucked and stuck in some of these positions or really without work, these people ain't used to being poor, bro.
Yeah.
And they're not going to take it. And they're going to push back. And these protests are going to turn not so friendly. And then we off to the races.
But we do need some mass vigilantes, bro.
We do.
I'm cool with that. Like, if somebody, like, imagine if you looked at if you opened your phone and it was just saying some a group of mass vigilantes was just out here doing shit, like trying to even the score. Like, that's funny to me.
I told you, Holmes that shot, cuz.
Oh yeah.
Y'all think that's not in a copycat world that we live in? Y'all think that's gonna be the only? Y'all think that's gonna be the only transgression of that type of thing? Like, hell no, bro. Like, and maybe next time a nigga will have a mask on. With a
Trump
symbol
has
on
had
it.
two assassination attempts.
Yeah.
Allegedly?
See, our big problem is the fact that our best shooters are killing each other. So we don't really got an army on our side.
But this the crazy part. We think we should. That's what I'm saying. Like, even if they didn't like bleed out our sources, we think we ready to like shoot. Look, that shooting y'all doing around this damn place, that's cool to these motherfuckers that don't do shit but beat their wives and be in the gun range all fucking week. Like they'll show like y'all not as sharp as y'all think y'all are, bro.
Yeah,
like
bro.
these niggas like. Even when I be going to the gun, like when I went to Waldorf to go to a gun joint, how many people you think was in there? 90% white. And even the way the dialogue they have in it, like, you know what I'm saying? You see a nigga in there with like, nigga whole lay probably cost 30 cash. He got on some Wranglers, a whole rugged warehouse starter pack. He got guns out the ass though. And he can tell you attachment. He's talking about getting his daughter attachment on her rifle, that thing. She's 15. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Conversation's different, bro.
yeah, it ain't.
You ain't even go to Mark Manley class, bro.
Yeah, fact.
You never been to a session before. You don't know what that chopper life look like, man. I just don't think it's well thought out. Y'all not thinking y'all way through this. Like, all this stupid shit I was hearing was like, yo, at least we ain't gotta eat that terrible food. I'm like, yo, that's what your concern is? That the food not seasoned? Bro, you're a cook, bro. Your good is done, bro. Your good is done. What you gonna do when you can't go to Walmart and Target no more, bro?
Facts.
Like, what you gonna do?
And they already halfway in there. They already showed y'all where they stand because they, you know what I'm saying?
gonna do,
Y'all
bro?
still, yeah, man.
You're an idiot, bro.
I don't know.
You haven't done your Googles, bro. Do your research, my boy. That's my
I
suggestion.
think people are real like blinded with the fact that like the luxury of living like
Literally
in an area that we do where we don't see other races like that or we don't see other whites like that. But I'm like, yeah, you might think it's all good and bubble, but it affects all of it. And it's only so long this bubble can stay this bubble because if it really got that way, like all this shit changing as you know it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
and we're actually like a really minor. Like, I think the Hispanics have outnumbered us as far as like being the major minority.
I'm sure.
They wouldn't take our side.
Fuck no, man.
They did it in the election. Why the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, bro. Black people, you have been tricked. You tricked yourself to believe that all minorities support you, bro. They don't, bro. They don't, bro. They want to get as close to whiteness as they can, and we cannot. We can't. It's not possible.
We accepted them because they get treated like shit, but they don't.
That's only temporary.
Yeah. We accepted them because they get treated like shit, but that doesn't mean we've confused that with necessarily that they're with us.
Most people have though. They've confused it. They've been confused. Like, and I'm not here trying to create no division or no divisiveness. And this is not a general thing, right? But like, I mean, it is kind of general.
This story pulled up.
Oh shit! Put the VIP on you, dog. But like, it's not. It is a general statement. I don't mean every person that's
trying to get airtime.
Yeah, it's crazy. Bro. I don't believe that everybody that's in these groups don't support what we got going on. But like, people gonna work for on their own best interest, bro. And if the general society will view these people as close to white and allow and support them, they're gonna go.
They're not though. Everybody's gonna be tricked back because they'll never view you like that. So like it's only a matter of time. But like I said, hopefully I don't really think it'll get that far down the road. I think he will eventually clip himself up soon or later, or he'll do something he can't like. He can't come back.
He got a lot of support, bro. Like, which is
Now
he has a lot of support. Bro.
Now it'll change.
And it's crazy to see that people are still supporting him, bro. And all of this
It'll change.
madness that he has going on, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He has to keep He has to keep going forward. Like
How
every
much
time I see
further-
some, no, it's gonna get bad. Like you think this?
I know it's gonna get worse.
We ain't seen that yet. It's about to get crazy.
But how much until it's like, all right, bro, like this, you come on, man.
But we need that because if he stopped now, he probably would have his 4-year term. Like if he just like this ain't enough to overthrow nobody. But he has to keep pushing.
And then they trying to repeal the two-term presidency thing. Like he trying to go for a third. He's thinking about a third term, bro.
At this point, God got me, bro. Like
fam. Yeah, word. Like I mean, it's like I don't know what the goal here is, and then you got people like, man, he's trying to make America like, trying to put America first and this and that. I'm just, bro, is that really what is America actually like? What is America? Maybe our idea, and that's another thing that I'm realizing. Like, we all have a different idea of what America is. So, like, when people talk about making America great again, I'm just like, your version, the America that you know is a different America than the one that a lot of other people know. Like, it's not the same. We're not talking about the same place, bro. We can't possibly be. There's no way. We have different understandings of America. That's what I've learned.
I don't even know what that means when people say that, because I don't. My version of what America is great might not be somebody else's version. That's what I'm saying.
So when he never put a date on that. Like, put an address on that one, bro. Tell me what day that is, so I can see if I'm with you or not.
I mean, my I guess the best version I could say would probably be like, my version of a good America is like people just actually having compassion. You know what I'm saying, for the next person, and just being decent. You know what I'm saying, human beings, and taking like the ego off, or like the whatever off, or whatever. To me, that's the best version of me. That's the only thing I do kind of like. I ain't gonna say like, because I fucking niggas will kill me. But I don't want to say like, but if there's a silver lining in all this shit, and I don't keep up with all this shit because I'm not really a politics person, and it just make my head hurt. Yo, excuse me, I just got me fighting for my life. But if I guess the silver lining of all this, where I hope we could get some positivity from this, is I do feel like sometimes in all this, hopefully everybody bounces back, but I do feel like sometimes in all this, there's a humbling that occurs, and people that sit like, high up on high horses, or that have, sometimes when you see stuff can be easily taken away from you, or you're not that in much control, maybe it gives you more compassion to said person who like doesn't have it, or like you started doing shit you never had to do, and it's like, oh, like you see how easily like in a snap, whatever your perfect world is, or your high and mighty shit could be flipped on his head, and now you want to know. So I hope the silver lining in all this is more humility. People are brought down to a level where they can look at the less fortunate, or somebody that doesn't have. And I'm saying everybody got fucked over. Like, some people just like their bad habits led them to where they are. But there's a lot of people that, one bad day or one tragic news or event can flip everything, bro. And hopefully, hopefully when we rebuild from this as a society, we can look back and have more leniency to, our fellow citizen, or whatever the case may be.
I hope that's the case. Like, the idea of America is, it's a bit like the idea of it, right? A place where, regardless of where you're from, you can make a life for yourself. We can all get along and all that. That's a beautiful idea, right? And I really wish it could be executed the way they talk about it. But has it ever worked anywhere?
It didn't have to, because we're the only country in the world where color even matters, because everybody else looks alike.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You go to Asian countries. For the
most part, they all Asian.
I mean, yeah, it's diversity, but they hate against everybody else. There's racism. Because they're together.
But they'll tell you, like, even in like Jamaica, like, it's a big thing where, like, I go back home, they talk, and Jamaicans probably speak for this, but they say it's like bleaching their skin is like heavy now in Jamaica, because they like the fair skinned people over there get treated better than, you know what I'm saying, the darker skinned people. That really hasn't happened in like Barbados or nothing like that. But they'll tell you in Jamaica, that's like a huge, like, that skin bleaching is took off, because like fair skinned Jamaicans get treated
for sure. That's a thing.
Treated a little better
in a lot of African countries too. Nigeria is big, but you can always tell by the knuckles, man.
That's what
I be knowing, man. Just look at the knuckles, man. Check the knuckles in the ears, bro. You can't fool me,
certain
bro.
parts of your body that can't be.
They're not going nowhere, fam. Check the knuckles. But anyway, like, Marcus, I agree with what you're saying. Like in most other places, the people there's like a uniformity to the people, and if you're not that, you're kind of like a second class citizen. You know, they don't necessarily like abuse you, but you're not. You kind of know where you stand a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I know this is their country, unless you're in South Africa where the white people think that they run the country, and like the actual black Africans are like second class citizens, which is the nuttiest thing I've ever seen.
You just said it was America.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know, man. This is an experiment, bro.
I don't know. Like I said, I really try to. I'm big. My my mantra for the last whatever you say, for the last fucking since maybe 2015 or 16 has really been like, yo, I really try to control what I can control, and I worry about the rest. And the best advice I heard, I give everybody else is like, bro, this is the time. Like, and I'm a nigga that likes nice things. I really do. And I like what I like, but this ain't the time to be on like some super flashy shit about this more than ever. Like somebody said it the best. It was like, bro, get the most money you can get, or put yourself in a position to get the most money you can get, because we going in an era where like you can't count on anybody to save you right now. So make sure you in a position to like at least be able to dig yourself out of something you need to dig yourself out of, because you can't depend on shit else, and that's the best. Everything else I can't really worry about, bro. Like that's out of my control. But just try to be as financially savvy as you can, because you know you don't know.
Very interesting time in history right here, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
What y'all think about? We kind of Marcus kind of introduced it before we started recording, but the situation that's going on with the Breakfast Club. Like we all been watching the Breakfast Club for a decade plus at this point. They running for 13, 14, 15 years,
Nice.
Which is insane to think about. But like, and they got a situation. They had recently introduced a new co-host to replace Angela Yee and Jess Hilarious, and Jess Hilarious was pregnant. She took a leave of absence, and they moved their producer to the seat to be the third chair.
She killed it
in her absence. She killed it, and then just came back, and she never left. So there was debate in the comments. Even from the time that she, in her absence, like, what should they do with this, with the girl Lauren, just came back, she never left, and they've been kind of rocking with like a 4-person show now, unofficially. Yeah. And, just took to social media to, vent her frustrations about, her not liking the new role that she's in, and them moving her segment, and, all of these different frustrations that she had. And, there's been a lot of people who had an opinion. And because we run a podcast, right, I kind of want to know what y'all opinion is about how she handled it, or is she right, or is she wrong, or what would you have done? Like, what's your take there?
First of all, when I seen the clip, because it got put in the group chat, the HR professional in me got immediately anxiety, because I can't believe that they let that even happen on, like, I get radio has different rules than most places, but you think especially in HR there's a certain code of conduct, there's a certain rules can't be breached. That, my nigga, was the ultimate, like, I got HR anxiety ASAP, because it's like, bro, that's literally the equivalent of you go to your supervisor like, hey, I'm having a problem with this employee. The other employee has a problem and goes to the supervisor like, hey, this other employee, I don't like the way she works. I think she's aggressive. I think she asked me to do duties I can't fulfill. And the manager goes and says, hey, this employee's combative, she pushing back, I can't, whatever. And the supervisor says, okay, I hear y'all. And then in the next meeting where all y'all in the same room and everybody's there, like an all hands meeting, the supervisor says, hey, so-so and so-so, y'all got beef. Go ahead, explain. Like, that's literally what happened, bro. And I'm like, yo, I can't believe the station allowed that, because honestly, I think it was unfair for either of them to be put in that spot. Whether it's been done before, whether Charlamagne and Envy have aired out their grievances like that in the past.
They have.
That's not fair to. And honestly, it kind of went well, all things considered, for them to be thrust in that spot, because that could have went completely left. And it was clear that they weren't expecting it. Like, you know what I'm saying? They didn't know that was going on. So shout out to them. But also, two things can be true. While I think they was fucked up, they was put in that position, they kind of got, because like the people have spoken, like, And that's the thing. Sometimes when somebody leaves and somebody like you know, they say like when you get injured, and then like somebody else steps up, is like, hey, this person, Lauren is clearly better than Jess at this. Like, and that's just the bottom line. You can see it. People make comments on it like they need to keep it like she's just better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Jess is a bigger personality, but I think Lauren brings more. Even I was impressed with her in that Jim Jones interview, bro. Like, I know she don't listen to Jim music for real, but she clearly listened to the whole album. She had thought-provoking questions. She was like, really, like, you would think she was a fan. I'm like, yo, she did a good job here. Because, like, that's an interview that motherfuckers that would have just faded to black and you wouldn't have heard. And she adds to the show. So, I don't know. That's a tough thing. But I do think, controversy-wise, they handled it well. The women, considering the spot they was, because they should have never had to discuss that on air in front of all the people, dog. Like, never.
I would agree, Marcus. Since now you're a producer that has a microphone,
and Roy's missing.
What's your take on
hey,
that?
yo, nigga set this up. Nigga said, let's recreate the situation, man.
What's your take on it?
Nah, first and foremost, Lauren, I feel like media-wise, she is better. But at the same time, you can't take away what Jess is. You know 100%. What I'm saying? Like, she is a comedian at the end of the day. She doesn't have a media background. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I take that back. She said she's done radio before. But at the same time, it's like, you can't necessarily replace her to make the show better. And if you can make this shit work, then make the shit work.
With both of them.
Yeah. But there has to be that conversation. And that clearly wasn't the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, they said they had a meeting with the executive producer and they got some things out. Jess says that's not what happened. I don't know. But end of the day, you have to restructure the show. You know what I'm saying? You have to make it shit work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Jess is funny. Not everybody agrees with that. Maybe it's just, you know, that more Baltimore bias. You know what I'm saying? But she brings an element to the show that the rest of them can't. You know what I'm saying? Angela couldn't do it either. She's, again, a media personality, not a comedian.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So if you can make it work, I mean, like you said, I think it went as well as it could have, especially when you talk about two women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it could have got real messy. Super. You know what I'm saying? And Charlamagne said, like, you can't look at the comments.
Yeah.
And I think that's like anybody in the entertainment area, per se, like, when it comes down to, like, what type of person are you? Are you a comment reader or not?
But like my man said, it's hard for somebody that's based their fame off Instagram to not look at like that. She's an Instagram baby.
Yeah, so you should be used to that. Like, I mean, you just been doing this for like 10 years, bro. Like, I mean, Instagram came out 2012. She skyrocketed. You know what I'm saying? I remember when she was first coming out and, you know, all my Baltimore folks already knew who she was and all this other stuff. She was taking off. Like, that was 2012, bro. Like, you've been doing this for more than 10 years. If you're a comment reader, you should be able to eat that shit, for real. Yeah. Like, don't let somebody, just because you made it to this level, take you off your game when, obviously, honestly, like, next to Charlamagne, she's probably the biggest name on the show right now. Like, DJ Envy is quiet. He's a quiet person. Yeah. He has his issues and shit, but that's what you bring to the show. Had that conversation with her, like, look, you're actually better at this media journalism shit than me. I don't even mind you taking more of that on because that's what we're replacing. We're replacing Angela. We're letting her, you know what I'm saying, we let you do the media shit and let me just bring this new element to the show. You know what I'm saying? And then kind of discuss your segment and how you could make that better or whatever. But that's my take. Yeah.
I feel like you about to say
I'll say hit dogs holler too, and I think that's part of the problem. Like sometimes when the comments get to you, it be shit that you was already kind of wary of, and then when you see it in black and white now, it's like it triggers you a little bit. Like, you know
I remember that first episode when Jess came back, and you could tell it's like she was a little bit uncomfortable, but she didn't she tried not to let it show. But like Lauren was still there, right? Like Lauren was in the seat. Like I feel like they ushered her back in the wrong way. Yes. I don't feel like, and I blame Charlamagne and Envy, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know this is her seat, right? Like, at least give her that episode to come back and have her seat there. Like, Lauren shouldn't have been there, at least for that first episode.
Got you.
Then if you feel like Lauren is an addition to the show, then you discuss that behind the scenes and you figure out how to work that. But you can't that don't make sense.
Yeah, I get you.
You know what I'm saying? That don't make, that's wrong. Like, especially from Charlamagne and Envy, like, bro, like, y'all niggas been in this thing for decades at this point. Like,
you
y'all
think they
should
were
know.
wrong at any point in how they handled that? Because I
Absolutely.
seen some people in the comments, and I only seen the clip, so I didn't see the before.
Yeah.
A lot of people were saying, "Hey, that was for like they could have." They felt like not Charlamagne agging on, but like it didn't even need to be like.
I don't like the way Charlamagne handled it either, because, bro, you supposed to be. First of all, you're an elder, like in the room, dynamic wise. You're an elder. You
Even
kinda,
in the game, you elder statement.
in the game, period. Like,
yeah.
bro, you should not be in a situation where like you can't manage this situation. Like, you should be able to have managed that. And V2, like, I think Jess was kind of that going online and airing it out was corny, though. Right, I will say that
She did that separate to the show.
she did that before this. That's why they had that conversation
Okay,
because she
I
did
got you.
that the night before.
That's corny.
Like, Jess, you 33, bro. Like, you're not in like that social media where like I mean, you grew up in it, but you should also know like, yo, this ain't the first place I need to be running. And like Marcus said, you've been online doing your thing for over a decade, and this ain't the first issue that you've had where people disagree with your thing. You took a picture with your son, that thing, like people came at you for that. So like
that's what I'm saying, hit dogs holler, because she didn't really, in her heart of heart, she didn't feel no type of way about that. So it wasn't like, it's like, all right, if y'all making a big deal,
right?
You kind of feel a way about this.
Feel a way.
That's why you.
Even, I'm sure while she was, on her leave of absence, she was reading the comments and people was loving. She was watching people fall in love with the girl that replaced her, or and she like, what the fuck, like I'm still here, like I still.
I ain't mad at that though. That's the human aspect.
Yeah, like you feel a
way.
way. It's
sick
like
if you
that.
wasn't here and we did. Say you miss a joint and it's me, Roy and Marcus, and you look at that joint.
Everybody
pop
loving
to 5 million views. You like, hold on, time the fuck
out,
is
going on here, bro?
What going on
what's
here?
happening?
Nah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? But
100%.
like, if your thing is, I actually wouldn't mind if that happened, so I could just produce. But like, if that's your thing, like, yo, I feel a way about like. You knew you felt the way about it even before you came back to the show. Like, I know you was probably waiting for them to be like, all right, Lauren, go back to the booth. And it never happened. So you just like, it's just boiling up in you like, what the fuck why is she still here? Yeah. And you don't want to, maybe you don't want to be rude. You don't want to come off as aggressive.
You feel threatened though.
You feel threatened. Like, and you feel like, damn, didn't y'all pay me to be here? Like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? And who is this girl? She's supposed to be our producer. How's she producing and a host? What's happening here? Like, you limited my, and then they took the dress with the mess. They like.
That was crazy to me.
Yeah.
You can't take away a set.
But they say she can't read. Now, I don't know if that's true.
Who said that?
But that's what people be saying, that Jess can't read. She was stuttering and shit while she was reading her segment. So they was just like, maybe let's not.
Is the segment still called Jess with the Best, though?
It is, but Lauren has her own segment. It's like news something.
That's kind of filthy.
Yeah.
That's kind of
But even Corey Holcomb was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? They took your segment because you can't read. And it's like, bro, that's not nice.
These comedians cutthroat, bro.
To be fair, they said it was Jess's idea to bring this girl on. Like,
it was.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know if they call it Jess with the Mess anymore, but
No, she has her own segment.
But it's Jess with the Mess. It's just more media related. Like, it's
yeah,
just
I
more
think so.
News. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just a joke type shit, I think. I don't know. I don't watch the show.
Yeah. But
yeah, also G shit. I'm keeping a Buck Breakfast Club. Unless y'all got somebody on there, I don't watch that shit for
like
nothing.
The thing is like, they can, like Marcus said, they can work with both of them. They both bring something different to the thing. I personally like Lauren better. Personally,
Same.
Right? I think that Jess is good at what she does, but I don't know if it fits on the radio. Personally,
Lauren
and I
feels
think
interwoven to them. Like when you see it, when she speaks, it seems like they've been kicking it for years.
Right.
Jess, I mean, they're all cool, but it seems like
she messed up.
It's kind of like you're passing something. Here, okay, now you go, and like, all right, now you go, and it's like you're kind of pushing her, whereas Lauren just flows seamlessly into the.
Jess seems like a star player that don't come to practice that much.
Yeah.
So now in the game, she's trying to be like, all right, I know I'm nice, but what am I supposed to be doing? Because and Lauren been in all the practices, so she know the game plan. And now Jess is trying to figure out, like, oh, what should I?
Like Mark said, I don't want to downplay Jess because she's good at what she does, and she's there for a reason. But sometimes that don't mean you flow with the show better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I watched the interview with one of my first crushes I ever as a kid. Miss Felicia Rashad, Claire Huxtable. They had an interview with her a couple days ago after all of this stuff. And it just seemed like Jess was unprepared or like uninterested.
Yeah.
And that comes across, bro.
Yeah, she can't hide it for shit.
You can't.
Yeah, she can't hide it for shit.
Because it seems like you don't want to be there for real. Like you were kind of engaged, but it was kind of like, I'm going to just do enough so people know I'm here.
But that's where it comes with the work part for me with these podcasts and shit, right?
Yeah.
Like some people only pause, they only get up for who they when they want. It's like it's easy for some people. On Big Facts, that's my problem with Baby J sometimes. Like you could tell when she don't like really fuck with the guests or don't want to be there, she completely blacks out. Yep. It is your job because you're doing this. This is your profession. This is not something you kicking it with the homies, just like chilling. Like it's your job to engage with that person and do your research. I don't care if you don't like them.
You asked them to be there.
I don't care. Yeah, you told them to be there. You can't just nod off.
It's disrespectful.
Like you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, so
it is like, and she does that. You know what I'm saying? Like she'll do enough so you know she's there.
Yeah.
But you can tell like she either didn't do research or she not. This ain't her cup of tea personally, or she just don't know what to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where Lauren thrives.
That's why I say even with the gym interview, I like how she didn't try to act like she's been listening to. Like her question was, "Hey, I really never like. I'm not gonna fake the funk. Never really listened to you before, but I'm surprised because I know who you are. I know what I hear about you, but then I see." You're really emotional in your music, or you let out your emotions. That's a like blah blah blah. That's good work because like one, work. It shows you listen to the project, and two, you're not even trying to fake the funk. You just like, okay, how am I going to intertwine? As a new fan, I'm gonna take the fact, or a new person listening to you, I'm gonna tell you what I thought about, and she does it well. And that might seem like something small to others, but I picked that. That was a big deal. That's a big deal.
So I think that's where she literally that's where she thrives. Like. And again, Jess is not necessarily. Marcus, she had some radio experience.
That's what she said during that live.
So maybe she did in Baltimore, had to do some radio. But I don't think that's where she's most comfortable. It doesn't seem that way. It doesn't seem like she is most comfortable in that environment.
For sure.
I just think it's the new generation in media in general where obviously the person without the experience can make it big. You know what I'm saying? Like.
For sure.
Vine just kind of made everything kind of go downhill. The pandemic, you're talking about people that, and I always say this, like, everybody thinks they can start a podcast. Mm-hmm. It's just like any other job where either you have the education or the experience to do it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know fully y'all backgrounds, you know what I'm saying, what y'all went to Morgan for, anything like that, but you all been doing this for almost 10 years. Yeah. So when everybody during the pandemic like, man, I want to start a podcast, I think everybody should. But at the end of the day, don't think it's going to be up there with the Breakfast Club or the Most Unknowns or anything else, because at the end of the day, when them lights and them cameras and everything else pop up in your face, it's a different story. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do what these people do. And most people don't understand, just because you don't know it and they came out during the pandemic and you started watching, most of these people do have a background in communications of some sort. Sure. Like, it's really a thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? They might be ghetto as hell, but you watch a Poor Minds or something like that, both them women went to school for communications. Yeah. They do this outside of the show as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't fake that. So Jess is huge. She's comfortable in front of the camera and all this other stuff, but some things need to be taught. I use Walt as an example all the time. You know what I'm saying? There's still things. He has the passion to do it, but Walt is also a person that tries to learn everything about, you know what I'm saying, this industry in general. And that's what makes him successful. Most people don't have that drive. Right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I've seen you record and be behind, the soundboard and all this other stuff at the same time. Like, those are things you have to do. Most people, they think going to sit in front of a camera and just talk.
Also, I'm not tooting my own horn, but like Mark knows, but like, or our horns, but pause. But this does take a level of talent, bro. Like,
natural talent.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it until you get around some people that are not really good at this. Not saying like they don't try, but like it's just not working. And then you look and you be like, yeah, like y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? It's different. It's different. It takes it like, and some people just, it's not as easy as. And if you ever did like a live show or anything, that show you where you really at. Like when this niggas with the like with the past joint with Tequila Talk that we was on that live joint. And I think we did well on that set, but like that's not an easy thing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? For you with the lights on, you with people listening, you got like that's when you find. And a lot of people just are this does take a level of talent. You know what I'm saying? Or thinking on your feet, or wit, or putting sentences together, or clearly just even expressing your thoughts. So a lot of people don't do that well. And just because you're an actor per se, or like a personality, doesn't mean shit translates. It's different when you have a script. It's different when you like shit doesn't necessarily correlate with other things. So,
and even with the people saying she can't read the Just with the Mess joint, when she was doing it on social media, you could do that in multiple takes. You can try it so it's smooth. And when with the finished product, or when you may be doing it live or you don't got as much time, it's kind of like, all right,
yeah,
no, you got it, and that's tougher. You know what I'm saying? So,
I do like her podcast though. But I think she gets to be more so just herself. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't have to be. She's not sitting next to these other three journalism, radio people. You know what I'm saying?
That play back to what he said about the system.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's about a star player do good in a certain system. You can't like, for instance, Colin does his shit for 2 hours by himself. I don't know if you can insert Colin in a panel with whatever, or Jim Rome, or any of these niggas that's like. Same with Shannon. I hated Shannon Sharp on NFL Today. Didn't even know this was in him. He got his own choice. He could run. Like, sometimes you need your own. Like, some people don't. You feel me? Like, some people just better
matters.
certain. Yeah.
The system 100% matters.
I think you just got to be a student of the game at the end of the day. Yeah. Like, there's nothing. I think she's fully capable of doing this shit, but you have to be like, okay, I need to better myself because I got the opportunity.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not even going into the whole reading thing, but at the end of the day, you got to learn the game if you want to be on the radio with a Charlamagne and then DJ Envy. Like, you need to be not Angela Yee,
serious,
but you need to step into that role and be able to do what that woman was able to do. You know what I'm saying?
You know when you know you're in trouble as like a podcaster or somebody that does this too. Whenever it feels like, I say this with musicians too, right? If you're going in the booth and the hit doesn't come natural, or you're just not naturally doing your thing and it's hit, when you're forcing stuff or going on set, you're in trouble. Because that means your basic, whatever you naturally do isn't working anymore. And, like, you kind of in trouble. And I feel that way about, like, if you a Jess or you in Breakfast Club, that's your system. And you put it, and it's to the point where, like, you get your moment to shine, or, like, it's like almost like you can feel throw it to, like, here's your live. Sometimes you overextend, or it's like, I got to make the best out of my 30 seconds here, and whenever it doesn't naturally flow, you're in a little bit of trouble. It's a problem there, because it should naturally flow, and if it don't, that's when you end up with the dead air, the weird moments, the shit that just don't land how you think it's gonna land.
It's almost like being a basketball player and like knowing how to move without the ball.
Yeah, facts.
It's like if you can only be good if the ball's in your hand, you're in trouble, bro.
Yeah, facts.
The ball's not always being in your hand. All right, let's shift gears a little bit. I see the article. Tell me if I don't know if this is even real, but that AB was scamming NBA athletes with
Broader, yeah,
with loaded dice.
Yeah. He can't step foot in Cali no more.
This is a real thing.
Yo, you know what's funny about Ricos? Niggas get caught up in Ricos doing shit that had nothing to do. It remind me of like, if you ever know anything about loss prevention, or like people will be like, people tell you a lot in that industry. Like, they got stores and shit like that. They'll tell you a lot. A lot of people get fired because we'll be watching tape to catch somebody, and then we'll see some other shit going on in the background. Like, I'm watching you to see if you steal from the register, and then unbeknownst, we'll peep in the corner. It's an employee putting candy in his pocket and just walking out. It's like, we weren't even watching the tape for you. But, like, now we caught you, and that's how it usually goes. And I say that with, like, that's how I be going to Ricos. Like, some of the most shocking shit don't even be what they in the Rico for. Like, they still trying to slam. The thing is slamming Big U in them, but it's like, oh yeah, by the way, we got this information. Yeah, AB was like.
But where did that even come from?
It's part of the Rico. They got to talk about all the activity, where everybody involved.
But why is he involved?
He's not really so involved, but it was a part. It's okay. Remember when Kurt Bone got locked up, and like there was a big section in there about Jaspers, and they'll be like, he'll vote with Jaspers. Don't got nothing to do with nothing. Like that they didn't fund no operation. But it was a part of his life. So they had to talk about the frequent trips with Jaspers and how much he was spent on the bill. And even at some point they talked about the bartenders, never mentioned no names, but we'll say he had favorite bartender. You just get caught up in it. AB got caught up in the Rico, but he can't step foot in LA no more.
Awesome gambling and scamming.
Yeah, they don't want him though. Like, he's good.
Yeah.
They're trying to lock him up, but that's a critical part of information because, like, yeah, you probably banned from Cali, bro, or you can go back there if you want. But
I'm confused, bro. Maybe I ain't doing enough research, but like, so he was in dice games with Trick Dice.
Yeah.
They say it was like $6 million or something like that.
Fucking these NBA niggas up.
But what did that got to do with Big U and them?
What did Kurt have to do with Jaspers?
Whatever happened at Jasper's really happened. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but yeah.
Whatever they say.
Look, he didn't do nothing but have a good time there. But I'm just saying, but that also was that's in there. Once you get the Rico on you, it's your life, bro. Like everything that's going on, shit that matter, little shit, the blips that pop up, like you gotta.
That is crazy, bro. How you feel after you seen this and you was part of this? Like the man that got you for millions of dollars off Trick Dice, bro. I gotta come find you now, bro.
AB just got yeah.
Why you AB doing that though? That lets you know about where his
life
life
is. Because you AB
bro.
doing that. Because he's AB. Because the nigga don't got no real bread. And we talking about Adrian Brown about
he got fake money?
not the ever AB.
He not.
The ever AB got some shit too, by the way. He just dropped a catchy song.
Him and Jello should do a tape together.
Who?
AB.
I think AB nicer than Jello.
I think so too.
But I would never say
but
that.
Jello got another record out.
Look, somebody that shit ass. But somebody said in the comments with the AB shit, the joint he just put out, somebody was like, I ain't gonna hold you. This song fire, but I can't explain having AB in my playlist rotation.
Yeah,
and I was like, yo, I feel this. Like the song's
shit,
fire, and I'm not listening.
He got
to
two joints that I was like, I'm not on nobody.
You heard his last joint with all these drill niggas?
Nah.
Yeah, it's kind of it's kind of catchy. I'm not listening to it more than twice though. Like I don't know, or maybe when I'm by my lonesome. But
I'm about to play that shit on the way home, man.
That's what I was saying. I was like, oh yeah, nigga, he got some little heat, but.
Adrian Brody, him and that ESPN is the funniest shit out, yo.
He can't have that much money though. I mean, he been
You
losing.
can't possibly have that much money if you doing this.
What I'm saying is, he know he can fight though. So everybody catch him. I don't care NBA or not. Like he know he got hands. He probably got security with him too. You know what I'm saying? So
but
I feel like he
also got enough money though to.
Yeah, no, I'm
I
not
don't know
saying,
how much longer Adrian Brown buddy might be running low too. I don't know how much he can keep security around him even like that.
Word.
Like, he kind of running.
He got some kind of security.
Both ABs running low on money, but that's neither here nor there.
Not if he got a hit song, he might be all right.
He told niggas he was fucked up though. He had no better. He admitted that in a.
Yeah, he definitely said
in a pivot. He said, I
don't know if he was lying though.
Yeah, he said I ain't broke, but I'm a little fucked up. Like you know what I'm saying?
Fractured.
Yeah, so
I don't know, but he can fight. I mean, if it come down to the dice game and somebody catch him on hand, I think he might have enough to.
Why are you doing that?
It's also weight class.
Because he's broke. I'm sure he's broke.
Yes, he's broke.
Adrian Brown is broke, bro.
Yeah, Adrian
like,
Brown's broke. That's why I say
he was supposed to be Mayweather. He ain't Mayweather.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's
but
broke,
even
bro.
if you're not Mayweather, that's a long way from being broke.
Nah, he hurt
space
money
between that.
because it's spending. He tells the stories. He told about one time when he was trying to buy something to Louis, and his advisor came like whispered over his ears like, "Hey, bro, you don't got that."
Hey, don't do it, bro. This ain't.
And the money you supposed to have, if an advisor tell you can't make this purchase in Louis,
you can't buy Louis.
Like, you're not even at the car dealership. You at Louis, and they telling you can't do this. You hurt, bro.
Yeah, you down bad. Bro.
You hurt. You know what I'm saying?
And then the Rico, the actual Rico with Big U and Brick Baby and what's the homie name?
Loose cannon.
Loose Cannon.
Brick's a clown. I mean, let me not call him a clown because I don't buy.
Have you heard of Brick Baby record?
One, and it was forced upon me. But these niggas, bro, it's just crazy. Like, and let me disclaimer: this is no shot to any gangs out because listen, don't make me an enemy of nothing. Let's go, but it's just crazy. I'm saying from watching from the outside. Clearly, I'm an outside nigga looking in. I remember the Crips used to slander the Bloods a lot. That was in the industry because they was like, y'all making this like a mockery thing, or y'all doing this too. Because remember at one point. Everybody was blood. Yeah. Like it was almost like you also almost didn't know it was Crips. Like everybody was blood. Blood was the thing to do. You had Soldier that was Fruitown for a while, and a lot of other people. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like once the Crips kind of mainstream wise, other than Snoop and people that's been here like LBC, once they broke in, it's like y'all started doing a lot of shit that y'all like talk like, bro, I don't gangbang. I should not know this much about y'all. That's just from y'all just talking. Like, I heard, like, I know the ins and outs of your whole shit. Like, I'm not supposed to know this shit, bro. Like, I'm not. And Brick be one of the main ones. And then, like, the reason the clown word came to my head is not because, like, I don't know, homie. I don't think he, like, necessarily a clown, but, and I fuck with something, like, I think he's a good personality. Like, you know what I'm saying? He has a story about the little, I forgot what movie he called it, the Loke Dip or some shit. Funniest 5-minute story I heard. But the thing about that nigga, he basically said the Dirk. He basically kind of said he had something to do with the Lil Pop hit with Roddy. Like they talked about that. But I was like, yo, why would you even? Anyway, but yeah. Nip shaking his
Big
head.
U looking crazy right now too, man. I wanted to believe that Big U was a stand-up guy, bro.
You don't think he had his? I mean, look,
Everything is pointing to him not being a stand-up guy, bro. Everything that I'm hearing is pointing to him not being as solid as I believed him to be years ago.
I mean, certain niggas been telling you though.
Yeah, but like, when you piece it all together, it's like, damn, this nigga.
Even him and Black Sam never been on one accord.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nip cut really, because of politics, you can't really speak because it's still that's still gang business. But you know, Sam don't got no like. He been saying that he been saying that shit for a little bit.
And it's like it's sad, bro, because it's like I wanted to believe that he was, you know, because certain things you read, bro, this dude solid. Like he care about it, you know, he care about his people.
I still
think trying
he's
to
solid.
do.
I think people get caught up.
Certain
You don't believe
things
you could be a bad guy and a good guy at the same time?
Certain things ain't solid. You can't be solid if you're doing bad. Like the story Loose Cannon told, which I remember watching the episode when him and
You talking about the whack joint?
yeah, and I'm like, why is he telling this story?
That's the first time I heard it, son. I was like, I shouldn't even know this. That's what I shouldn't even know this shit.
I'm watching the joint like this is last year. I'm watching the joint like, why is he telling this story, bro?
Yeah,
Like,
facts.
What's going on here?
That's what I be talking about, though.
In real time, I'm thinking that like,
Yeah,
is this dude crazy?
that's what I be talking about, bro.
Like he telling the joint, and then I'm watching Wax face, like he Wack like, what the fuck is going on here? And homie just running the story, and I'm just like, wow,
Niggas get on no jumper and lose they
wow,
bro. But
yo, no jumper is ruining Bloods and Crips up.
that's the
gang
wackiest
culture, bro.
part in the fucking America.
Wackiest
Look,
shit happens
if it
over
works,
there, bro.
Shout out.
How does it keep working, bro? Isn't that enough? It's like Jerry Springer for gangs, bro. It's just the craziest shit happened over there at fucking Adam 22
they have
podcast,
they have
bro.
no reputability.
They got midgets.
Yeah,
They got Mexicans fighting blood. It's like, bro, slapping people. They got porn stars walking around. What's happening over there, dog?
They run it. Adam still think he in control, but he not. He not. I think he know that low key.
He is.
Yeah, cause
He's in control, though.
Not like you think.
Bro, he's in control. The whole shit about to crumble, but he's in control right now, bro.
I don't think like what he gonna do? Like I'm pretty sure people are coming to him on the side and be like, bro, this getting a little too. But it's
He
like
don't
you can't scale back now.
You can't. It's about to crash, bro.
Yeah,
He's running out of gang members to ruin, bro.
it ain't over that. It's gonna be an incident that's gonna stop it all.
How many incidents have they had up
No,
there?
I'm talking like a real one though.
Somebody gonna die?
For sure. That's the only incidents that matter. Like I'm not knock on wood. I don't want to put that on them,
Off the
but
back,
bro, it's been close already. Like they got people like gangs do gang shit. Like it's only but so
Gang
long
members
till
do
shit
gang
like
shit,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying. Till something pop off, and every time they want to throw no jumper in it, pull up to no jumper, or pull up to the studio. We're in the studio now. How many times that's gonna go unanswered?
How
bro?
does that come? How did he become like the headquarters for gang activity, bro? I'm not understanding that.
Him and Vlad, bro, they run the culture.
No, he's way worse than Vlad, bro.
I'm not saying he's not worse, but I'm just saying that at the end of
Which
the
is
day,
crazy, bro.
They have hip hop on lock.
Yeah, man.
They put themselves in that position.
That's our fault, bro. You know what? You know that's really our
I don't
fault.
know if the Adam get no East Coast track. Like he got the West though.
He was
the
from
West
the,
is
he's
locked.
from the East Coast.
Yeah, but I'm
Like,
saying the West
started
he got that now.
Yeah,
like they
for sure.
yeah, that's
How I just be wondering, like, how come there's no black version of Vlad and Adam?
Because we wouldn't do that to our own people.
But do what? Because we the ones doing it to ourselves.
the ones that you could put in that mold aren't really in that mold because they're black though. Because like you would instantly say Charlamagne, but he and let's not give early Charlotte was a different Charlotte. Like Charlotte's grown, he's matured. Early Charlotte was very similar to Vlad and them.
A little bit.
Like nah,
He wasn't trying to get niggas locked up.
I don't know, bro.
I don't think he was trying to get niggas
Not get you
incriminated.
locked. No, I won't put that on him. Locked up, but. Frowsy, you poked the bear a little bit,
Yeah,
took
yeah,
you out
for
your
sure.
spot,
Absolutely.
on the joint, yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
He would fuck with you.
Yeah,
on
for
some
sure.
like I'm a
For
nigga too type shit.
Yeah, for sure.
But he wasn't out here trying to just be.
No, I don't
messy.
think. No, not locked up. Like I'm never going that far.
Streets
You know,
messy.
get you locked up. Yeah. He's not. Charlamagne wasn't street messy with it, but he'll definitely try to get you off your kilter a little bit.
But I'm just saying, like, as far as like, it's dudes that be like excited to go to No Jumper, bro, go to see Vlad. None of these dudes are as talented as like a Speedy Norman or as all of these other black versions that do hip hop commentary.
Speedy only talking to niggas that got something going though, bro. Like you can't sit down. Like no disrespect, 4 Extra might could get that off now, maybe. These niggas don't got enough to go sit with Speedy, bro. Like for real, like that's a real like.
That's
Speedy
true.
not sitting across from
That's
no
true.
who's who.
That's true. You got a point because Adam was interviewing nobodies.
For sure.
for years.
And they became personalities.
Literally.
Like now we know X4 or
and not even that.
like
I'm just talking about even the artist. He was interviewing that was his main target in like the era of
The
SoundCloud
SoundCloud
rappers.
niggas, yeah, exactly.
He was going to
Exactly.
find niggas that nobody cared to speak to.
Exactly.
And then when they blew up, you know,
He had them
he
ties,
continued the relationship.
Yeah.
So you're right. But you can't tell me there's no black dudes that was doing that, bro.
I don't know.
It's not possible.
Ack? To be
Yeah,
honest? Yeah,
exactly.
Ack.
Ack would be one. He's I guess he's
He's a
literally
black
doing the
person.
same thing Adam was doing.
Yeah.
It's literally the same, except he might be even getting niggas incriminated too.
He was just as messy. Yeah, I think he the version.
He's the black Adam 22.
Yeah, Ack is wild.
Damn.
Only thing he's gotten worse.
Is there anybody that's doing something better, like positive, in that same space? No.
I don't think positivity come with the job though, bro. And that's
not in this generation.
I guess not as entertainment.
that's the L. Like you gotta
Sway.
Yeah, you gotta And you see Sway ain't
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? We respect Sway, don't get me wrong.
sure.
But Sway ain't moving.
But that's sad, bro.
Yeah.
That's really sad. Like, at least I can say that Vlad's content is not as messy as Adam's shit is.
I respected Vlad when Vlad said, listen, you can't play it out. It's my job to ask the questions. It's your
You don't
job
gotta
not to
answer.
answer it.
Yeah, I respect.
Straight up.
And I think now he's gotten better a little bit with like asking the crazy questions. You know what I'm saying? I think I do believe he's gotten a little bit better. Granted, I don't watch him as often as I once did, but I do believe he's gotten better, and I do believe his goal is to just get good
content.
tell good stories.
Yeah, facts.
Right? And, you know, when I heard him say in an interview, they was asking him, like, you know, what was his goal for Vlad TV? He was just like, I just want to document the culture. I want to have a place that somebody could go 50 years from now and hear these stories, you know, in a organized, formatted way.
Facts.
And he's doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not just music. He's getting into sports stories, interviewing wrestlers, rock and roll people, Italian mobsters. Like, he's, you know what I'm saying? It's like literally about to be like a visual encyclopedia of all kind of shit.
You know what happens sometimes though too with Vlad, and I think he reeled it back a little bit. Sometimes when the money comes and your fame starts blowing up, you forget what you really why you started this shit for, and then you start to run towards what would
make you popular right now.
And like we was listening to that Cole shit today, where he said where he did make sense in that verse, like, and Nip's been saying it forever, like. You can get a certain way off smut. You can get a certain place off certain stuff, but like when the dust all settle, like, do you want to keep that up? Because that has an expiration date, and then when you done, it's smut on your name.
Exactly.
And can you come back from that? Like so,
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah. So it's like that's
the hottest nigga in the world at one point. Now
Yeah.
he's selling all his jewelry. He confiscated all
it's the
his
same
ice.
with the drill rap and the death rap and all that. Like, yeah, bro, like that's gonna get you so far, but it's like that has an expiration date on it, bro. That has a shelf life. Like, what can you? And when that fans out, or when you attach yourself when you have a viral moment, or you make it because of a spat or beef or something that's chopped in time, after that's done, bro, you kind of old news, bro.
Like the
you know what I'm saying?
dude, John Gabbana, right? You know what it is?
Yeah, Bunk, man.
Right.
Yeah.
He's more popular for that, but I'm sure this is the legacy that he wants for himself now.
Yeah,
This
he been trying to do
version
more
of
positive shit.
Yeah.
Like that, but
This is the version of himself he wanted to be known for, not that. That's crazy
crazy
shit
how
he
this
doing.
version of it ain't moving.
It's not moving the needle though,
Like,
right? Like, who would you rather be, Sway or Adam 22 in the long run? In the long run,
yeah, that's why I tell everybody, and I say this with the podcast all the time. We do the podcast. I say, listen, bro, like, I am well aware of certain trigger shit that could get this shit moving. Like, you know what I'm saying? For sure. But it's like, you know, what'd that come with? You know what I'm saying? And then what are you willing to have to keep up? Like, you know what I'm saying? What are you willing to have to keep
rap
up
game
with?
is the rap. They finishing rappers, bro. Then Yellow Beezy caught a murder for hire charge.
Yeah, man, they just figured that out. Like,
Yeah,
niggas,
he was.
niggas
I
been
see-
whispering that forever. Like,
forever. I don't think they just figured out. I just feel like they feel like they got enough pieces to
build a case.
Yeah, build a case. I remember he was on somebody's show and they asked him like about his issues with Mo3, and he was just like, "Nah, we never had no problems."
You know the crazy part
And
about
that's the problem.
You know the crazy part about real street shit? When niggas go that way with it, you know it's critical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When niggas is doing a rah-rah back and forth like real loud, it's cool. But when niggas ask you about, like they ask your thug about Lucci or Lucci about thug, and they be like, I don't got a problem with Buddy. That's when you at a critical, that's when you know you at a critical junction. Like, y'all really into it. Like, really,
He was the way he answered that question. I almost believed him. The way he told the straight face he had, I was like, oh, I believe this guy. Maybe he's right. Maybe it's just all some hearsay shit. Clearly not.
Yeah, fact.
Clearly not, bro. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know why y'all think y'all can rap and do that street shit at the same time. It's clear it doesn't work, fam. It's been proven. Look around.
He said we rappers, man. He said we rappers.
So who said that?
Boosie said this shit.
Look around, bro. You can't
we
do
rappers now. You gotta stop doing that shit. You can tell the story, but you gotta stop.
How many examples do y'all need, bro? Like you can go back as long as you want.
That's the thing about having one leg in the street still, though. Is like the money you get as a rapper only makes you more powerful to do street shit.
To
like
do street
it funds, and that's when you get the wild shit.
And then what's homie in New York? He got a manslaughter charge.
I know you talking the young nigga.
Yeah.
Flock?
Yeah, K Flock.
Yeah.
Like, you dudes, man.
But them niggas, bro, like some niggas,
They
I ain't
do
gonna
crime
hold you.
to rap about.
Some niggas I feel for. I really do. Some niggas are, all of it in the overarching view is probably idiotic. But I do feel some people, because I don't think, it's not that easy to just like.
Cold turkey.
Because you still, like, niggas, that is relative to the bread you have. Because you're talking about, like, do you really have move out the hood, never come back here, never would whoop money? You know what I'm saying? And then it goes to the point where you're a 21-year-old, 22-year-old, 23-year-old, you in power. Do you even want to do that? Like, are you mentally like, yeah, a bunch of 35-year-olds, 36-year-olds can sit down and tell you, hey, brother, like, you got money, you move out the hood, blah, 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 you'll be around your nigga, you been around these niggas your whole life, and now y'all got money to actually do shit y'all want to do. Like, that's when you decide, like, oh, I'm going to pull out and do this. Like, nah, it don't work like that. That's not, you have to have a different type of mind to do that. And it really is an unreasonable expectation for
it. It is.
It really is.
But, like, that's why you got to, like a nigga like Chief Keef, he got banned, bro, right?
Yeah, niggas want to give him credit. I was like, bro, they forced that. They told him. And now you have a good,
and now
you can see he's grown positive. Listen, that's why I get so happy about the niggas that, I salute the niggas that do it right. Like, that like, you don't hear none of this shit coming from Nudie Cap. I mean, you hear whispers of shit that goes on, but you don't really, like, they don't carry themselves like that. Like, they don't, like, I said it for Savage for years, bro. Like, there's whispers, but, like, you don't really, they smart the way they.
Just like how many times we gonna see the same thing? Like, the story is the same. It's somebody that was born this morning that's gonna be in the same situation in 18 years, bro.
It's just hard when you in it though. Like I know it could be hard when you in it.
I'll be forgetting that Dirk in jail. Like like these kind of things. Like Dirk's locked up.
Here's a nigga that I forget that I expunged from that.
What?
It's just too much done, bro.
Yeah.
Like you like that you should be, bro. Like before we even really knew you for real. Yeah. Like even famous, like we knew you for like it's just too much, bro. Like a nigga like him, he in too deep, bro. He in too deep. It's nothing they could like that. Just I guess you could say move smarter, but like that's
at that point it's over.
Yeah, them
bro.
niggas is in it.
Yeah, I seen some video on YouTube. He had like 21 people around him die. I'm just like, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, what?
Facts. And they niggas really depend on you.
Yeah.
Like for real. Like the real type of like.
And then your man finished you.
Yeah.
Ooh, that story's crazy, bro. That documentary's gonna be insane one day.
That's the shit that had you up at night, just shaking your head in the cell, like, no, not like this.
Not like this.
Yeah, I'd have beat the body. I'd have beat the Atlanta shooting shit with Vaughn and Marathon. I'd have beat and this is
This how they get me? A dude I was looking out for? Oh yeah, the streets is over with. It's done, bro.
And he was the mainstream one, bro. He the one that made it out. That's the crazy
The streets
part.
are cooked, bro.
Facts.
I will say that K-Flock shit, though. I mean, I don't know all the charges, facing possible life and all this other stuff, but, like, that's a wild situation, bro, because Bama ran out the barbershop to approach him, and they got into some shit. So it's like, I don't even want to put on some, like, dumb young nigga shit either, because, like, that was a situation that really should have never happened. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but so is most young dumb shit, though. Like,
because you talk about what you talk about, but he was just walking down the wrong street and Bama approached him.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It could have gone in a whole nother way.
Facts.
Yeah.
Some shit is unavoidable, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of this shit is avoidable, fam. I really believe a lot of this shit is kind of
Then what I believe, too, that I had a conversation with Vo about, like, a time ago, is about, like, some of these situations, when real blood is spilled, it's different,
Yes.
right?
I will
Because say
say
you got the other side, right, and you're responsible for killing a couple of my men. These are really good men of mine, like, you know, that I still haven't recovered from. Like, you know, for killing, like, you want to take the Lucci and Thug, like, it's no, I mean, I'm not telling because, I mean, it's out there, public information. You know, they killed Nut. Like, you know what I'm saying? That really fucked Lucci up. Like, you know what I'm saying? They had people died on both sides that was, you know what I'm saying? One of the Thug baby mothers got, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when real blood is spilled on the east side, it's like, it's easier for the outside to be like, hey, bro, y'all got too much money for this. But if you have the means and the money to exact revenge, it'll take a special kind of person to be like, you know what, I'm good, knowing what has, like, they ain't killed none of your people. You know what I'm saying? Easy for you to say. You know what I'm saying? And they not don't even stop in time either. It's not even like it's still not up. Like, you in the midst of, like, what you know what I mean? That's really, it's easier. Some of those is way easier said than done, bro.
That's tough, man.
Some of those way easier said than done.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It is easier said than done, man.
And it's not like y'all having a kumbaya to come together and be like, all right, look, I'm out of it. Like, they still actively saying fuck y'all while this is going on. So, like, who bows out? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Who? And then you fuck around. You fuck around and bow out because you the honcho. You the head honcho. You fuck around and bow, you know what, I'm out of this life, booty boot. Now you fake because you can't take all the niggas out the hood with you. So now niggas is left in the hood still dealing with that beef. What you think you are to them? You ain't gonna be allowed back there. You go to your plush out and they still fighting out y'all problems? Like, that's not, it's just it's an extremely tough situation. And I don't think people look at the whole, not calling it right, but it's not as simple as some people be like, oh yeah, these niggas get money, they can move out. Nah, bro. Nah.
She gonna move everybody.
It absolutely don't work like that, bro. It absolutely don't work like that.
Yeah, we gotta do better, bro. Because how does shit even start? Like that situation.
When people don't have, and that's another thing I try to tell people, be empathetic about. Y'all can't, and that's what I do hate, that I will push back on ASAP, like the sexy reds or whatever you want to say. It don't even got to be like as big as life, like as far as murder, but as far as like people that talk about the shit they talk about, the subject matter that may bother you, like, bro. For instance, if you have two groups, like let's say Group A and Group B, and both have rap. They've been killing each other for years before anybody had a song. Mm-hmm. Blood has been spilled, feelings have been set in stone, boundaries have been met, lines have been crossed. The minute they get a side from each side that starts rapping good and the world is let into their world, the world can't then go like, oh, no, you can, dog, you didn't give a fuck about them niggas last year. You know what I'm saying? They was killing each other left and right. Y'all didn't bat an eye. Now y'all can't step in like, hey, y'all shouldn't be doing, now that you know these niggas, like, that's not how this works. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of times people forget that. Like, yeah, y'all knew me here, but like we've been knowing each other. This has been going on, bro. You can't just and because we make a couple mil, this is supposed to.
I think the people,
ceasefire.
I think the public's issue with it is because it becomes a glorification and it becomes a broadcasting to the masses. That's why I think, like, if you was just some SoundCloud rappers and y'all was doing that, nobody wouldn't give a fuck.
Fair.
But the fact that now y'all have millions of eyes looking at y'all, and now you're influencing other young men to either continue or to begin doing something a certain way, now you're kind of emboldening people to operate in a manner, you know what I'm saying, like, through your thing. I would respect it more if y'all continued the beef. I don't give a fuck about that, but then rap about it.
But that's impossible.
Maybe.
Because what else are you, like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's impossible. Because there's stories of, like, rappers that had beef, but they never put it in the music.
Yeah. I mean, different, but also.
You know what I'm saying? Never spoke about it in music, but they was beefing heavy.
But you telling me as a rapper now I'm supposed to, I done lived this for the better half of a decade. We've been going back and forth. And now I got $1 million deal. I'm in the booth, supposed to express myself, and now I can't talk about this because I'm on?
Yeah. Cash Money and No Limit had actual beef with some of the artists.
Different, though.
That wasn't putting it in music.
It's
I never knew that.
The difference is OGs in place there, real OGs, back in the time that had OGs that people respect, and they're guiding that. You know, if Bird said we're not doing that, niggas not doing that. Period. I don't care who, like, that's not happening. If P said y'all not doing that, y'all not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Real OGs in place that people respect. And even, not just the faces of people we see, like Slim, and people behind the scenes that we don't even know about. Like, that's real different structure. They ain't even no OGs today, bro. So you got kids running the whole K-Flock not telling them, hey, yo, for the better part of all going forward, we shouldn't, like, man, this nigga gonna say fuck them niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Here's young men doing young shit, young people doing young shit, man.
It's not even young men, and honestly, it's all entertainment. It's the entertainment industry in general. Like you can put the same shit that we talked about, just hilarious, in the same situation because these are the characters you built, and just because you made it, now the pressure is to be who you said you were in the first place.
100%. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the pressure of
because that's what you built your fame off of.
Yeah, that's what you got the fame off of. Now it's like, do I want to lose all this money? Do I want to lose this street credibility? You know what I'm saying? Because I said I was this person. I stepped up to the challenge.
Yeah.
Now you got to stand on that shit. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
That's the pressure of again, I think the old school rappers, the old school entertainers, everybody, like, it was a little different back then because it was like the pressure wasn't there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's like you got to compete against a million people trying to do the same thing you do. Some people got it in them, some people don't.
But can we be real? Even with that, saying that, right, we gotta keep it 100 across the board. Some of it was there, and they just got away with it. Because, for instance, Jay was in some shit. Prodigy and niggas was in some shit. T.I. has done a lot of shit that would get niggas jammed up in it. He's just lived to tell about it on the other side or be so, like, even with some of the old cats, we hear rap stories all the time. But he's like, niggas had no social media area helped a lot. You know what I'm saying? Shit was be a lot more discreet. And then niggas have tested even on the BMF stories that started to pop up with Jeezy now about, like, some real shit that niggas was in. Thug got millions of stories. Like, you know what I'm saying? Thankfully, no social media, no blah, blah, blah shit. But,
Facts.
It be there
You
sometimes.
was talking about Cash Money. Yellow boy from that era. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Started joining on Mystical. Next thing you know, a week later he dead. So it's like those
You're right, Marcus, because maybe the shit was going on.
And it wasn't in music.
We just wouldn't
That's
know
what I'm saying.
about
It wasn't in music. They wasn't taking it to the record after that.
Again, because
they did though. I
When?
just told you.
I'm saying, but was you hearing it? I never heard Mystical say that in records.
So you know the difference? You know the complete difference with that? And this is where social media changes everything. And what Marcus, this ties back exactly to what Marcus just said. You have a pressure now that you made your fame on this to be this person that you made your fame off of. So for instance, if some tough shit was going on in your town, in Houston, New Orleans, or that New Orleans incident Marcus just talked about, that's between the wards, that's the incidents in New Orleans. The streets know that nigga got knocked off. And that's all you had to prove it to because that's where you made your bid in New Orleans and you just making the music, and that's where your rep is built. Now with IG, you got niggas popping off. Now niggas in Mississippi know about your beef. Niggas in Cali know about your beef. Niggas in Texas know about your beef. And you made this fame on standing on the person you are. So now you got to let them know. Like, it's not enough to be buzzing in this. It's not enough to say the city know what happened. Nah, now everybody got to know. Point in case, when they did that hit with Lil Pop in the Dirk interview, Dirk could have just kept it as simple as, if that was in Chicago or some Chicago shit, or that if Von didn't get killed in the social media era, when you seen it on camera, him getting killed, they would have handled that situation completely differently. But it's like everybody saying you get killed. They're saying in the comments, you got to slide. You're Mr. Slider. Everybody's even mentioned it. They say I ain't slide for Von, like blah, blah, blah. Like, now everybody's talking about it. And now in case where you could just, got hit and niggas in the city know what it is. Now you want academics and academics like, yeah, does that bother you when he, and now you, it's funny how you don't see them comments no more. Like, what you mean? People used to say slide for Von. It's funny. I don't really hear that noise no more. That's you, because now you got to let everybody know that you handle business. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that wasn't a thing before the social media era. And that's the difference. Like, you'd have heard about them New Orleans. That mystical story would have been popular if that happened today, bro. Probably. It just don't. Shit, we know about Mo3 and fucking Yellow Beezy. And Yellow Beezy ain't even no high, like, you know what I'm saying? So you think it wouldn't have happened on that level? Mm-hmm. Knowing the stars they are? Like, it's the socials, bro.
I don't know, man. They need to take that shit away from these young niggas, bro.
The socials,
they gotta be 25 to have social media, or something, bro. No bullshit. I think they gotta be some type of, because this shit don't make sense, bro.
I feel for them.
Niggas need to stop running their own social media accounts. That's what it is.
Facts.
You famous now. Shit.
Yeah, word. Take his gram away ASAP.
Facts. But
I think we need to bring back shame too.
Did it bring back who?
Shame, man. Bring back shame, bro. Some of this shit is shameful, bro. As a people, bro, we just doing bad. You just down bad.
Like I said, I don't want to make it seem like I'm glorifying it, but I think this is a way harder struggle than people are making it
is.
seem. Like it's just
it's a lot
really
more. It's a lot more dynamics to it.
Yeah, I feel for some of them. So like some of them just do brazenly stupid shit, and you like, bro, like no funny. I'm just gonna call it out. The game has been dying to get locked up for years now. Like some shit like that. Like yes, there's some shit that's like gang shit. There's some shit that he's purposely going out his way to like to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you're begging for this, bro. Like some of these people, you be in interviews with them, they won't even tell about it in interviews. Like nah, buddy, cool, and then it'd be all out hell outside. Like I feel for them niggas because it's like it kind of is what it is at that point. But
The
like,
new, I see Goofy did a skit. It was talking about the new niggas they be getting on FaceTime with each other. I mean, getting on Instagram Live with each other and just complimenting their ops. It's like, yo, that's some new shit. I never said. I don't know.
Do you realize the game? He could have had the same career without claiming he was a blood. Like I mean, like literally.
I ain't mad at that though because he was, but just
I'm just saying, like literally the same success. He could have done everything exactly the same without people knowing he was a blood.
Yeah, probably.
But I ain't mad. They claim the blood isn't
like
my
that
problem
though.
Because you are what you are. It's the
Yeah.
other shit, like all the other antics and shit. Like that's what's kill. That's what killed me. Like you know what I'm saying. Like Nip being a Crip wasn't a problem. You know what I'm saying.
It wasn't
But
in the
let's
beginning.
also act like Nip didn't had a career game had either. Like,
In the
Game-
beginning, it was a problem. Right? They was telling him like, yo, slow down with all the Crip stuff. Like, do you only want Crips to buy your music? Like that was an issue when he first got his first situation with with Big U and Steve Lobel.
That nigga wanted to pub.
that
That
was
nigga
gonna
wanted to
swear
speak on the
on you,
mic.
You got something
Man,
to say,
these,
bro.
these flies got ambition in this motherfucker.
I said it's like
bro.
Holy Moly
He's trying-
donut shop in this bitch, man.
Hey, yeah.
But,
These niggas trying to excel.
They had an issue with all the gang talk in his early joints. Bullets ain't had no name. When they first signed him, they was like, yo, Nip, like, you might want to slow down with all the gang. Like, don't you want other gangs to, like, enjoy your music? Like, you only want to sell the Crips. Like, you saying shit that other people that's not gang affiliated will understand.
Yeah.
You got to kind of, like, but he was, like, it was all gang talk at one point. Like, early Nip. Like, Game, I never thought went super hard with the gang talk.
He didn't have to though. I mean, like, oh, you a G unit, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could have worn whatever color you wanted,
Nah,
being
facts.
that nigga playing that role. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nah, Nip was really a Crip. Like he came out as a Crip. We knew he was a Crip. Like Game could have just been from New York for all I cared. Like
I also think too, like, if you think about it, it's like that's like a little bit thing I do still respect about LA though, and I think that's why they not like. Don't get me wrong, murder rate is per capita, and LA is damn near half of America, so like them in Texas, so like they not gonna be in those rates. But I think it's to I think the reason you see that a lot is they still have structure out there to some degree. Yes, I'm not saying niggas do wild out, but niggas just can't wake up one day and it's like, I mean you can, but there's consequences, and you do have to check shit. You do have to make sure stuff is okay. You can't go trip out of line and like this stuff like that. These places have none of that, bro. And that's why this shit is the wild fucking West, because like there's nobody to answer to. There's no big homies. There's still big homies and OGs in LA.
To an extent.
To an extent.
Yeah, you're right.
And-
I seen the list. Memphis is the most dangerous city in America.
It's been for a while now though. It's been it go up and down between 1 and 2. Them St.
Chicago's
Louis.
not even on the list.
Yeah.
Top 10.
Memphis and St. Louis go
St. Louis is there.
up and down. Yeah.
that's why none of them niggas live in Memphis no more, bro.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I haven't heard from Yo Gotti in a while.
Yeah, hopefully everything's all right with the now it's about to be
Doesn't
so
he own a soccer
pause
team in
worthy.
DC?
I don't even know if that's still a thing, bro.
Well,
That's still a thing.
We hope for the best for all parties concerned, man. We appreciate y'all listening. It's the most unknown podcast.
Happy birthday, Roy.
Happy birthday, gang. We out of here.